Lindsey is like someone, I don't know, the word teammate like describes Lindsey, because Lindsey is like the ultimate teammate. I think if you ask anyone on the team, she's like such a team player. She's always down to like help anyone in need, like almost too much sometimes. Like she's always looking out for people, way before herself. She's the definition of a teammate.
Lindsey is probably one of the best teammates I've ever met. She's the kind of person who's super willing to do anything you need just so you can have a great experience or whatever, and she's always willing to do like servant leadership and put herself out there to help others, and it's amazing to see.
Lindsey is the person that is always worried about everyone else but herself. She's always there if you need to talk. She's always doing the little things for the team.
She's one of the most positive teammates I've ever had in my life. She's willing to get the job done. She goes anywhere she's needed in practice, and she always gives it her all.
Yeah, Lindsey's she's such a caring teammate, and her leadership's been great in making sure she's always on top of where we need to be and making sure everyone has what they need to get done, and she'll help in the classroom and understanding drills in practice. She just really looks out for all of her teammates. It's been a great characteristic.
As a player and person, I mean, on the court, she works hard all the time, like in whatever position she's put in, which is like awesome. Like every team could use someone like that. Like you put her at like the post, you put her at a guard, like she's gonna work hard. It may not be the most comfortable spot for her, but she's always giving it her all. And I think she does that as a person in life too. Like everything she does, she tries to do her best, and like most of the time she does.
She's pretty unique because she has so much positivity, and she really, like if something's going on that's like would bother most people, she doesn't really let it bother her. And she plays so many different positions, and we kind of put her in different places in practice. And she just goes with the flow, and she's so easygoing, and you know, sure, like I'll do this, sure, I'll do that, and things don't really faze her as they would other people.
Lindsey always brings a positive attitude. She's always willing to do whatever it is needed to be done without being asked, and she is always giving 100%, and because she's always giving 100%, it makes others want to give 100% as well.
Just like her positivity. She's always positive. She's always working as hard as she can, and she's willing to go anywhere. She will be a post player, but she'll also be a guard, and she just steps up to the plate. She's always a servant leader.
She definitely makes me like want to be less lazy because she is the most like self-driven person I've ever met. I think she gets up at like 8 a.m. no matter what, and like 8 a.m. is like sleeping in for her. So like, I don't know, 5 a.m. and works out like additionally to our workouts already. She seems like she has it like so well put together, and the more you get to know her, it's not that she doesn't, but it's it makes it more like possible, I think, and more attainable when you get to know her. So I think that's like something that she's left an impact on me, is that hopefully I can grow to that point and be that self-motivated.
Lindsey has been one of my really great friends, and she's always the kind of person I can go to when I need to talk to her about something. If I just like, I'm really mad about something or something's bothering me, like she's always there to like talk to me. And she's someone who can always make me laugh. And it's just good to have that kind of like positive like energy that she brings, and it just kind of helps me to like relax and, you know, have fun with stuff.
Lindsey, because she is always worried about everyone else but herself, she is always someone that is going to make sure that you're okay if you're having a bad day, and always just going to be there for you as a teammate and just as a person.
Just her hard work and work ethic. She's not only a basketball player, but she's also really good in the classroom, and I think that's really important, and like that shows us like how important like school is, and how she can manage both and like give it her all in all aspects of life.
Well, you know, she's kind of unique in that she came from softball, and so she's come over and has a lot of different unique experiences, and so she's been able to make sure we were organized and where we needed to be, and kind of taught us a toughness, and she keeps everybody going in the right direction. It's had a huge impact in our practices and in our classroom and everything, all the organizational stuff for the program. Lindsey's done a great job leading that way.
This is a great story. Lindsey just moved into our house, so this is the first year that I've lived with her. And it was the beginning of this year, and I was like, I love to go on adventures. It's like, let's go somewhere pretty cool. She's like, okay, yeah, like I'm down for anything, like take me wherever you want. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go camping. what kind of camping you want? And she was like, whatever you want. Like, I don't care. I was like, okay, let's just go the cheapest. We'll go backcountry camping. And I asked everyone on the team who wanted to go. Becca was the only one that decided to go. And I get the directions to this campsite. We start driving. It's like at Pictured Rocks. And it, like an hour into the drive, it starts taking us down like snowmobile trails. And we still have an hour left of the drive. And the further we drive, the narrower the roads get. Well, they're not even roads, they're just like snowmobile trails. And so the narrower the 2-track road is, and then like we're in her car that is not a 4-wheel drive car, and we're like going up and hitting like leaves and stuff. We finally get there, and we realize it's like 5 o'clock. We get there, and it's still a 5-mile hike to our campsite. And pretty much the end of the night, we hiked in the dark for an hour and never found our campsite. But the whole time, Lindsey had a great attitude, and we continued to go on adventures after that, which is impressive that she trusts me.
One of my favorite memories is, so she came into our team halfway through the year, my freshman year, and I was kind of nervous for like a newcomer to come, because I was like, what if they're kind of mean, or I don't know. And I was just, when I met her, I was like, this girl is literally so awesome. Like, she was like, hey, do you want me to do the laundry? Or like, hey, I'll do this. And she was so willing to do everything, and she was just such a great teammate. And it didn't stop like after like the first few weeks just to make a good impression. Like, she just naturally is just such a great person. And one of my other favorite memories of her is one time this year during a game, before the game, my shoelace broke. And she started taking off her shoe because she was gonna have me wear her shoe. Like, she was offering her shoe up for me, and it was like a really good example of her servant leadership.
One of my favorite memories about her is one game, her job was to take care of the chair for coach, and she was in the game, and a timeout's called, and she sprints across the court, runs to try to grab the chair for coach, and they actually happen to be connected. So she's sitting there yanking, and it didn't end up happening where she gets the chair, but that's just her servant leadership that is shown.
Lindsey, I'm so happy I got to know you. I'm so glad you were part of our program. Like, you helped so much. You're gonna do great things. All I ask is that you remember me when you get big, because you're going places.
Lindsey, I'm really gonna miss you. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you next year. I know you'll be great wherever you go, but just make sure that you don't forget about me here at Lake State.
Lindsey, thank you so much for always being there. I'm so thankful for you that you joined our team, and you have a great future ahead of you, and I wish you all the best.
I love you, Lindsey. I wish I could have more years with you, but your hard work and dedication has definitely been an impact on me, and I know you're going to do really great in your next career.
Lindsey, thank you for being such a great teammate. You've really showed us a lot, and we're thankful for everything you've done. We wish you the best of luck going forward.